Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Paris Ransom by Charles Rosenberg. Performed by Christopher Lane, Emily Sutton-Smith, and Michael Page. This book is dedicated to my family and all those friends, new and old, who lent me their expertise, their time in reading and critiquing drafts, and their overall support, thus making this novel possible. Chapter 1. Robert Tarza. It was Christmas Eve, and it was growing dark and snowing heavily. I'd gone out several hours earlier, when the sun was still warm on my shoulders, without a coat. Now, on my way back home, I was cold and shivering. It had happened before. My more than 30 years in balmy Los Angeles always seemed to prevent me from acknowledging that Paris, the city I now called home, had a real winter. Earlier that afternoon, Tess, the lovely Française with whom I had been living, had proposed, out of the blue as far as I was concerned, that we get married. When I had not immediately responded with an enthusiastic oui, she had gotten upset. She had gotten even more upset when, in foolish candor, I had explained the reasons. Too great a gap in our ages, I was almost 20 years older, 65 to her 46, and too large a disparity in our wealth. I was very well off myself, but I didn't hold a 1/2 share in a 12-passenger Citation 10, or own a high-floor, 4-bedroom apartment across from Notre Dame. She had replied, with some asperity, then I had seemed happy enough living across from Notre Dame with her for the last 5 years, and had not appeared unduly bothered by flying around Europe in her plane. All of which she had said in French, because her English isn't up to slicing and dicing with so fine an edge. She had ended by calling me a crétin, which you can translate as jerk or dumbass or a lot of things in between. I told her I needed to think it through some more, so I left and went for a walk. I'd not gone 3 blocks when a figure emerged out of nowhere directly in front of me, causing me to come to an abrupt halt. He was young, short, and, like me, coatless. He shot out his hand and held up a gold-colored wedding band, almost touching my nose with it. "Sir..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?